and the Critical Lens Research Project. You're going to continue your brainstorm by doing research specifically focused on your medium, what you chose to look at, and looking at it through the lens that you chose. So whether it's racial, ethnic, cultural, feminist or slash gender, or psychoanalytical lens. We're going to pull things apart using one of those lenses. So you did this in class. Unfortunately, all of that research is still in the classroom. So we're going to move on and just back up a little again, like we did with the brainstorm, and fill in this information. So you're going to complete this form. You're going to write your name. And I can't type this morning. Bingham, Mina, period. I'm going to say I have English second period, my BX Truman email, Critical Lens Project. Again, looking through different lenses at a creation, something that someone has created. So it asks, what is your medium? In other words, what specific book, story, poem, movie, song, lyrics, etc. are you examining? So here I'm going to look at Hey Mama by Nicki Minaj. Sorry, I'm just looking up because I always spell her name wrong. It's actually David Guetta and Nicki Minaj. CKI, that's it. Minaj. You think I remember that, but anyway. Okay, and I'm going to look at it through the feminist or gender lens. And I'm going to scroll down, and this is important. Always read these boxes because that's directions, information to help you with the next couple of boxes. So it says research. For this portion of the assignment, you will do research on your topic. Example, you might not be able to find information about Childish Gambino's This Is America, but you can definitely find information about the many aspects of American life Gambino looks at, such as racism, racial profiling, or racial stereotypes. For the next two questions, you will find 3 database articles that deal directly with the issue your medium reflects. For example, if I were looking at Gambino's video, I would search for articles on racial stereotypes or racism on NOVELny. Remember that database we went to? So we go, once we're on the NOVELny database, it says go to databases, then students, then click on opposing views at the bottom of the page. Okay, for extra help, be sure to watch the video I created to help you with this with your research. That's this video, by the way. Okay, so we're going to go to NOVELny. All right. And I'm going to say students. By the way, it's NOVELny. Just type in NOVELny in the URL, NOVELny. Don't do dot anything. If you start putting in dot things, it messes up. So just NOVELny. I go to students, search the NOVELny databases now, and I'm going to scroll down to the bottom where we have, I'm not in students. Scroll all the way down to the bottom, and I see Gale General 1 file, Gale Academic 1 file, and Gale in Context Opposing Viewpoints. Opposing viewpoints is really good for gender topics about gender stereotypes. It's good for race, ethnicity, culture, stereotypes, things like that, because it takes different viewpoints and puts them against each other. So I have to say use my location to be able to access the database. NOVELny is paid for by the state of New York, so they need to know that you're actually in New York State when you access it. So I'm going to say use my location. Okay. And I'm looking at the song Hey Mama again. lyrics are, be my woman, girl, I'm going to be your man. Be my woman, girl, I'll be your man. And she says, yes, I be your woman. Yes, I be your baby. Yes, I be whatever you tell me when you're ready. Yes, I be your girl, forever your lady. You ain't never got to worry. I'm down for you, baby. So I'm looking at gender stereotypes. And it's even better if I can spell it right. Okay? So I could do gender stereotypes. I could look at gender role stereotypes. Or stereotypical gender roles. I could look at any of those. So let's see what comes up. All right, so we've got video games that reinforce gender stereotypes. Young women learn harmful gender stereotypes from reality TV. How do gender stereotypes affect perceptions of men and women? That's actually interesting. So maybe I want to look at that article. Because I'm thinking about how the female character in the song is represented. And she's kind of a woman who stays home. She does cooking, she does the cleaning. She is sexually submissive to him. She's just interested in pleasing him. So I might want to look at how that would relate to this article. Okay, I'm scrolling through, and it's not a very good article. It's also not really an article. It's just like a little preview of an article, so that's not going to help me at all. But at viewpoints. How about advertisements rely on distorted depictions of sexuality? So maybe that'll apply to the different characters. By the time a youngster turns 14, he or she has been exposed to more than 350,000 television commercials. The average viewer watches at least 6 hours of commercial TV. Okay. So what is sexy? A partially naked Alyssa Milano who is surrounded by condoms and has her skirt hiked way up. Right? So talking about what sells on commercials and what doesn't. And these all play into gender stereotypes. So I might want to use this article. Okay, so if I want to use this article, what I'm going to do is I am going to cite right up here, right here. I'm going to click on cite, and I have all of this information. And notice it's MLA 8th edition, which is what I want. I want MLA. So I'm going to take this, I'm going to select it. And then I am going to go back to my Google. Sorry, I got lost. Okay, here's the citation, and I want to paste my citation there. And then I want to take notes. What is it about this article that I think applies to my medium? And I might say how that advertising exposes us at a very early age to the idea of what a woman's supposed to be and look like and act like, and what a man is supposed to be and look like and act like. And that then formulates how we think about men and women when we're singing about relationships, when we're singing about relationships, about singing about partners, singing about sex, and those very stereotypical I just got lost in my mouth. Those gender stereotypes play a role. Okay, so I want to keep doing that. Then I want to go find another database article and that I think relates. And maybe I'm all out of ideas for gender stereotypes, so maybe I want to go to gender, what were the other ones? Gender differences. Interesting. Okay. How about children do not naturally segregate by sex? Might be an interesting article. Again, I read through the article, see if I could apply it in any way to that song. If I can, I'm going to cite. I'm going to select this and copy it, and then I'm going to paste it into my form for the next article and explain why it relates to the song. Okay, and that's exactly what you're going to do for 3 articles that relate to your medium. In my case, it's a song. In your case, it might be a movie, a book, a poem. All right. If you have any questions, please make sure that you either private message me or ask a class comment on the class as a whole. Somebody will get back to you, whether it's me when you private message me, or you are always welcome to email me as well. All right, have a good day and good luck with your research.